Hello everyone and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. I go by the name Tete and I'm an Erasmus Mundus alumni. I graduated from my Erasmus Mundus course this year. I studied advanced development in social work, and in my past videos I have been sharing with you how you can also start your Erasmus journey and apply for an Erasmus Mundus scholarship. We've gone through all the basic steps, how to navigate through the Erasmus catalog, how to check your program requirements, as well as how to start getting your documentation in place so that you can start the whole application process. So if you've been following my videos and you are planning on applying to the program, I say keep pushing and don't give up. Definitely look through the admission requirements and apply for that course. And once you apply for that course, with certain courses, you get to go through an interview phase. With other courses, and there's no interview phase. So it depends on the course, okay? So today, I just want to summarize the whole application process for you. And then we are also going to get in how you can ace your interview session in case your program entails an interview process as the final phase of selection, okay? Let's get into the video. So in my previous videos, we've spoken about how to navigate the Erasmus catalog, how you can choose your courses. And once you get your courses, you know that you have to get some documents in place. That is your passport, that is the first thing. Also your academic transcript. Once you have your academic transcript, you also have to have your academic certificates. I'm talking about bachelor's degree because this course is just a master's course, so it's for people who only have bachelor's degree. Okay, so you have your passport, you have your transcript, you have your certificate. We've navigated how you can generate your Europass CV. We've also navigated how you can get your recommendations, and then that was the fifth thing. The sixth thing we did was to how to write your statement of purpose. Okay, so we have your statement of purpose as well. We also talked about the proof of residence. That was the seventh thing. And also for some programs you might need your SSC certificate, so that is also there. And once you have all these documentations in place, and also there's a writing sample where you can get a chapter or a summary of your long essay or project work thesis that you can submit as a sample of your academic writing. We also spoke about that briefly. So once you have done all those things and then you have put in your application in, remember there's no application fee as well. You submit your documents and then you wait for feedback. Okay, so usually when you go onto the program website, like I showed you in the previous videos, how to go onto the program website, there's a timeline there, so you would know when responses would be given and then when your scholarship can be confirmed. So you can check all those on the program websites, and once that is done, you would know whether you have an interview session or there is no interview session. Okay, so I'm going to talk about if your program has an interview session and you have been called for an interview session, what can you do? What do you have to do? Okay, first things first, you should know your stuff. Okay, so anything and everything on your CV should be at your fingertips. Okay, in your CV, you say, I worked with Alcoholics Anonymous, I worked at the Osu Children's Home, I worked at Accra Psychiatric Hospital. What are the things that I did there? What were my roles? What roles did I play in the lives of service users? All those things have to be at my fingertips. I schooled at the University of Ghana. And what was my grade? What are some of the courses that I studied? All those things should be at my fingertips, okay? Another thing that has to be at your fingertips is statement of purpose. Anything and everything that you wrote in that statement of purpose should be in your head. You should know your stuff, okay? So you should be able to defend anything and everything you said on your statement of purpose. For instance, during my interview, I wrote that I worked on the Streetism project where we get to rescue children off the streets and then reintegrate them with their families. And then the first question I was asked is like, no, one of the questions I was asked is, you said you rescue children off the streets and then reintegrate them back with their families. And how is the process like? What do you do? So let's take it for instance that I lied. How would I have answered that question? You get it? So it had to be at my fingertips for me to be able to answer. I think I jumped to the broom here, okay? But the first thing that you have to know when you're entering the interview phase is that everything on your passport must be at your fingertips as well. Okay, so your name, your age, your date of birth. You can't lie about stuff like that. Your name, your age, your date of birth. You can't lie about stuff like that. It should be at your fingertips. Okay, so once you start the interview process, they're going to confirm your name, your age, and then your date of birth. Okay. So once you are done with the confirmation of your name, your age, and your date of birth, that is when they go into your statement of purpose and then they start on your CV. You should be confident with what you are saying, okay? Yes, you have the things at your fingertips, but you shouldn't be timid. You should be confident and then you must breathe out the confidence, okay? You must bring forth the confidence. Let them know that, yes, I wrote these things on my CV. Yes, these things are at my fingertips. Yes, I know what I am talking about. And once you're able to let them know what you're talking about, I think you are good to go. So the key thing I want to emphasize is that you have to be honest. Okay, so once you are honest in your statement of purpose, you are honest about the things on your CV, like you're going to flow freely. You wouldn't be like fidgeting or beating around the bush or not knowing what to say. You were honest on your CV. You were honest on your statement of purpose. And the thing is that when you are honest and you know the truth about what you are saying, you get to flow freely without any hiccups in the way. Okay, so you should be able to also do that. So before you can know your stuff and have all those things at your fingertips, you have to prepare. Okay, so sometimes you might feel like you have all these things at your fingertips and then you are ready, but trust me, you are not ready. You have to rehearse. So how are you going to rehearse? So you get a friend or you get your parents and then you write some sample questions down about things in your CV, and then you let them ask you those questions and then you try to answer those questions back. Because sometimes you feel like the answers are in your head, but trust me, they are not in your head. You have to talk to somebody. And once you talk to them and then you get your own feedback and then you get to see, oh, okay, these are the places that I have to improve. Okay. And that is one way you can rehearse for your interview. And another thing we must also talk about is like your internet connection. Okay. In the Ghanaian system, we all know we have a problem with internet connectivity. I remember for my interview session, I had MTN Turbonet. Also, I had made sure that I had my Vodafone bundle on my phone ready to hotspot onto my computer because I couldn't trust the internet. So just make sure that you have a stable internet connection because you are making an impression here. And you have to be spot on. There's no room for error. So make sure you also have a stable internet and make sure that you are at a quiet place. Not that when you're having an interview, then someone will come and call you, Charlie, be where you dey? I don't go buy some white chill. You get it. You need no like interferences. Okay. The place has to be quiet, your internet connection has to be stable. Okay, before you can bring in all the things that are at your fingertips and the things in your head that you can bring out the confidence in you and then you can ace your interview session. So these are just some basic things that I had to share with you concerning the interview phase. If you have any questions, do let me know. But I think we have been able to gather all the necessary documents to apply. And once you apply and there's an interview phase, you can just follow this basic steps that is going to help you ace like the whole interview session and then successfully secure a scholarship to study abroad. I hope and pray and I believe that you would be able to get into the Erasmus Mundus program of your choice and get to fulfill your study abroad dreams. In my subsequent videos, we would go into other scholarship schemes that you can apply for. That those are practical ones that I found on the internet that I could share with you. And then also we might also do some videos where I get to journey through my Erasmus Mundus journey with you. We might also share some videos where I get to show you how my Erasmus Mundus journey went, some culture shocks, the things that I learned during the whole process. Yeah, it's going to be a wonderful journey. Like I said, I'm here to inform, educate, and entertain as well. Okay, so I believe you're going to have a wonderful time. So do stay blessed, and then I'm going to catch you on the flip side. I'm out.